I'll call the meeting to order. Oh. Call the meeting to order at 10:31. Review of the agenda and the addendum. We all good with that?
I can move.
Okay. Stephen can second. Any declaration of conflict of interest? Seeing none. Go to the adoption of the previous minutes. Be it resolved that Stephen will move and Sally will second. Be it that the corporate services adopt the minutes of the April 25th, 2022 meeting as presented. Is there any business arising from that meeting?
I'm just curious to know about the RFP for the Palace, if anybody had put their names forward. That
Not
would be-
yet.
Not yet, okay,
Not yet.
Nothing formal that I've seen.
okay.
Okay. All right. 6 public presentations. We don't have any. So we go to 7.1, delegation of authority policy. So having read this over, it was a little bit wordy to me. So what exactly are we doing here?
Very, very legal-like.
Yes. Stephen?
Pam, this pertains to lame duck, correct? No?
No, this is
No,
in
that's what I
addition
thought
to
at
that.
first.
Okay,
So we've already done the lame duck one. for
that's what I
elections.
thought, yeah.
So. Yeah, this is part of, I can't remember which meeting that was, but remember Katie informed you that every year municipal affairs calls and wants to ensure that we have certain policies and certain bylaws in place. So this is one of those
Oh, okay.
that they were wanting to know that we had and we did not, so. Here's your draft.
It's about as fun reading as the Municipal Act,
It is,
Mhm.
it is.
drafted by lawyers, no doubt.
So was there any questions or?
No, there's a layman's terms interpretation of it, but essentially, as long as we know our duties and responsibilities, I think it's fairly clear.
Okay, so there was no nothing else to go with this, just this? We weren't sending this to council or anything?
Yep, we have a
Is that correct?
resolution. We should be sending. it
There
to
is a
council.
resolution?
We should be making a recommendation, yeah.
Okay, is there a resolution here? I don't see it.
We can make one on the fly.
So we'll just move that we send the delegation of authority policy to council. Sally will move it and Stephen will second it. We're good with that, Pam? Yes,
Yes.
okay.
And
All right,
Pam, just
so-
a question, the language for this came from the municipal site. I know there are templates. That's what I
So-
thought.
Part of municipal affairs, and then we also borrow from, I think this one might have come from Elliott Lake, but yeah, we also.
Okay.
Okay. All right, and then 7.2 is the treasurer's report regarding the 2022 budget update for April. Did we have any questions on any of these? I had a few questions. I couldn't seem to get this report to, I couldn't highlight it anything, so I'm just going to go down and just have a look quickly again. I was looking at the budget variance report, and I noticed in the arena and the marina for expenses, some of the ones were already over budget for the whole year and we're in April. So I'm just wondering, I'm just trying to find it, sorry. So Public Works Administration, in their subscriptions and memberships and furniture and equipment replacement, they're already over budget for the year. So I'm just wondering, because it just hopes that they're gonna be saving money throughout the year somewhere else, that they're gonna be able to cover that. Are they finished? Like all that information, all that stuff was already purchased at the beginning of the year. They're not expecting to subscriptions and memberships I can see, because usually you would buy that, you would do that at the beginning of the year.
So yeah, we set the budget with our best estimates, but we don't manage the budget line by line. They're expected to
Okay.
manage their budgets overall. So yes, if they are over on one line, they would be expected to find savings somewhere else.
Okay.
So
'Cause,
and we do the best we can at budget time, but we don't always get it 100% right.
okay. So I was curious, Marina, and it's I think it's the natural gas line, 5010 2100.
Mhm.
It's already over budget. So natural gas, what is that used for? Is that used for heating or something, or
Sorry, natural gas at the arena?
marina?
Oh, the marina, sorry.
Yeah, so
What is
page
the marina?
18 on this.
Yeah, just let me, natural gas. So this is one of the ones, so right now, most of this is actually the art gallery. So we still need to do an entry because
Okay.
the art gallery and museum is in the building. So yes, they do use natural gas for heat, but it's all still being allocated to the marina. And then we will do an allocation to allocate those costs to the museum and art gallery. That's where the budget line is. So if you look at the art gallery, the museum art gallery budget, you'll see they're way under budget. It's because we haven't allocated
Okay.
their costs yet.
Okay, I see that now. Yeah, you're right.
Mhm.
And then as well, then when we look at the Timber Village Museum, community services wages. And it's quite a bit higher than what the budget for the whole year is. So is that the same idea, or is that just maybe not realizing how much budgeting would have to go in there maybe?
Probably because we changed how we were doing janitorial. So we hired somebody. So you'll see that on a lot of
okay.
lines where the community services wage line is going to be higher because now we're allocating that staff cost where we budgeted for it under janitorial. Now we're actually
Okay.
paying a staff person to do that. So there'll be some variances there.
Okay, and then the last one was the Seniors Cultural Center. So I'm just wondering, because it has senior center salaries, benefits. And is that the same idea?
Yeah, again, so
what-
we've been doing some cleaning and some work over there to clean out the senior center, the seniors stuff.
Okay,
So yeah.
okay, and I see in janitorial, we had budgeted there and there's nothing there. Okay, that explains that then. Okay, I think that was it. That was all I had just thought so early in the year and we're already over. Oh, Sally?
Yeah, I just had a question through you, Paula, to Sue. Is there anything that you want to point out to us on the committee that might be a red flag going forward? Are you comfortable with where things are today?
I'm comfortable where things are today. What I would say is that anything that is like that I want to point out specifically will be in the report. So you will notice in the report under Mayor and Council, I did identify that your software costs are over budget because we had to purchase the camera and the webcast and the encoder for the webcasting component of eScribe. So anything that I think is going to be an issue, I will always point out specifically in the report if I want to bring something
Mhm.
specific to your attention.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
I see that. So. Yep, very good. Anything else? Good. So then 7.3, the cyber renewal quote. Was there anything that you wanted to say? Is the report is here as well from Sue at the beginning here. Pretty pricey, eh?
Yes, it has gone up significantly, but
Mm.
it's
It's the way of
the world.
things for sure.
The way of things. And I would point out too that LAS is working on, they have a working group that they've put together, and they're going to be looking at insurance overall for municipalities. So they're going to concentrate first on the cyber risk, because that seems to be causing people the most issues with actually trying to get it, and policies not being renewed and all of that. So we're very lucky that we did get our policy renewed with no issues.
Mhm.
But they will probably be looking at some insurance pools that the smaller municipalities can get involved in, and hopefully that will help to reduce some costs. And they'll also be hopefully doing some lobbying to deal with the joint and several liability issues. So, but as I
Right.
hear more, I will definitely keep you informed as to what's happening on that front.
Okay, thank you. Stephen?
Thank you, Chair Summers. I just noticed on the CFC report that the quote is for both the town and the North Shore Power Group. So we pay for
That is not
cyber
correct.
protection.
That
Okay.
will be, North Shore Power Group will be removed from that once we actually go to
Okay.
bind. They just reissued based on last year's information, so we will get that definitely corrected before we do the actual renewal.
Oh, Stephen, go ahead.
Thank you, Chair Summers. And in the other report, I noticed that there were some concerns expressed about specific ports at our website, port 420 or something like that. Like, is that an issue that we're going to be looking into, regardless of which company gets the quote?
Was that on the coalition quotation?
No,
Is that
it's on the yes, on the second last page. They're expressing, I guess they must have done some sort of assessment, and there's port 443. They've raised some concerns about that specific port.
To be
that something-
perfectly honest, I didn't look at their entire report. I saw the price and Kalinda called me and said, don't freak out, I'm getting you another quote.
Okay.
So I'll be honest, I did not read through the entire thing, but that is certainly something that we can look at and we can address.
It's
Going
just
forward.
my thought
Yep.
that if they've identified a concern there, then the other company should be aware of it too.
Yeah, we can
Mhm.
certainly pass it along.
Okay.
I did read the report. You see.
So- Yeah, actually I did too, and I meant to bring that up as well, Stephen. I'm glad you remembered, because I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Good point. When you read these things on the weekend and Monday morning, you're going, okay, which one was it that I wanted to,
Mhm.
yeah.
So we're okay to do the resolution then?
Mhm.
Moved by Stephen, seconded by Sally. Be it resolved that the Corporate Services Committee recommends to council that the quote from CFC Underwriting for cyber insurance in the amount of 10,270 plus applicable taxes be accepted. And we're all in favor?
Mhm.
Okay, 7.4, the taxes receivable. And again, we have notes from Sue regarding the properties and stuff. Do we have any questions, comments? Sally?
Thank you. Through you, Madam Chair. Sue, is this more or less in keeping? Are we chipping away or at those that were outstanding before, or what's your feeling on this?
Absolutely, we are definitely chipping away at things. We did send, like I said, we did send those 14 properties for collection. So that generated some income for us from those first letters that went out. And hopefully the next round, we'll just be registering the tax arrears certificates in the next little while for some of them that haven't contacted us. So that may trigger another round of payments. But yeah, so it's ongoing, and we are making some definite progress. Some of the big ones that have been outstanding for a number of years have been cleared up. So
Good.
we're getting there. It's never going to go away completely. We're never going to have 100% collection. So,
No,
but
no.
we're making progress.
All right. So then 7.5, the water receivable. Any questions on this? Oh, Sally, go ahead.
Same question. How are we doing at chipping away at this one?
This one we're doing really well. If you look at the report where it breaks it down by month, if you look at what was outstanding at the end of February, you
Mhm.
can see that's a significant improvement over the years before. March is a little skewed because obviously the first quarter billing has been posted to March, and the due date was not until May. So that's why you're still seeing a large balance in April. I think the due date was March or May 21st or something by the time the bills went out. So we should see a significant decrease in the May balance once those are paid up. But yeah, we're definitely making some good progress on the water accounts.
Good, good, great. Thank you.
It's good. Yeah, looks good. All right, and we don't have any correspondence, no addendum. So we can adjourn at 10:47. Who wants to move it? Sally? Sally, move it. Seconded by Stephen. Be it resolved, the Corporate Services Committee adjourn at 10:47. So we will now go into the next meeting then, Pam. We'll go right away into it. Because it was, I see it was there for like 11:30, but
Is Katie attending the
ordinarily,
next
do we just?
meeting?
Pardon?
Pardon?
Is Katie attending the next meeting?
I don't know. I believe she's at the demo.
Okay, okay. I just wondered if we should adjourn and then come back at 11:30 or keep on going.
We can do that.
I
Yeah,
think we should, yeah.
yeah, yeah. And
I'm hearing
we
stuff,
doing?
so
Well-
they just started, so.
yeah,
Excellent.
yeah, great, great. Well, yeah, let's adjourn and we'll be back at 11:30.